the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. Over the end line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate how explosive teams are. This team is truly trying to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 2. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, Allen.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They find some open field here, and he'll be out right at the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of 45 to 44. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the field. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point. It's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. got a man. It's his fullback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense?
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Fielded at about now a hit and a loose football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Back to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Soon enough, those adjustments are enough defensively.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down at 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Wide open receiver complete.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
63 yards.
And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
An extra point would have been good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. Performance from start to finish. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Point after here coming up.
Now this one was over a while ago as he just put on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say,
and he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
This will be fielded at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Option play. Here's Hall.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.